Jesus saw more than just our sins. He saw more than just our brokenness. He saw more than just our bad habits. Jesus saw us through his eyes. He saw us through the eyes of love. And so often, we live, especially in the church world, where we are just constantly pointing, this is what's wrong with that person, and this is what's wrong with that person, and this is what's wrong with that person. Jesus didn't approach people like that. We don't have a high priest that cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities. Jesus saw himself when he looked at us, he saw himself. He saw the emotions. He had the same emotions that we have. He had the same bad feelings that we had. He was one who was accused and abused, and he knows what it's like to be accused and abused. He knows what it's like to inherit bad habits from parents, from sisters and brothers and co-workers and friends. He understood that it is a challenge to live in this world, to live what we call holy, to live what we call clean lives. And I'm not making an excuse for it. I'm dealing with the reality of living in this world. And God understands this. That's why He wants us to be overcomers, because we all have something to overcome. So we have to stop looking at each other through the lens of sin, and through the lens of what's wrong with you, and through the lens of this is what you need to correct about you. And realize, put the mirror in front of yourself and realize that you have just as many challenges. You are just as broken. You have just as many bad habits. And what if we would come together to love each other, to encourage each other, to build each other up instead of tearing each other down? It's time out for us to say that, to stop saying we represent Christ, while at the same time, all we do is tear each other down. That is not Christ like.